start. Alright, good morning. Been kind of a rainy day here in Central Virginia. Trying to get some time to do a little ride here. First time I've been back on the bike in a short while. If you watch any of my videos so far, which aren't very many yet, my last video was on July 5th. And what happened was, I was doing that video on July 5th, and it kind of got crazy after that. I did the video and got towards the end of it, and no more than maybe 30 seconds afterwards, after I turned off the camera from the video, out of nowhere, I got hit by a car from the rear end. Hit me right on the back tire, sent me flying. I had heard the car come up. Let's get out of here. And when it came up, I heard it, obviously from the rear. And I got way over. I was in the neighborhood. And I got way over to the right-hand side. And out of nowhere, it just, I don't know why they were so far over on a wide road like this. And I got over like this, and they hit me, and I went flying into the grass. And it was on my DJ bike. You'll see it in my first video I ever made. And it couldn't have been any more perfect of a hit, I guess, in a good way, because it hit these big balloon tires and sent me, it kind of catapulted me, because I think it just hit the tires and they sprung me forward. But they sprung me enough to get me into the grass, which saved me, I guess, a lot of road rash, which would have been really rough on me. Not that this one wasn't rough on me. I dug my knee into the ground when I hit. I'm still having problems with that. I'm gonna have to go to a doctor to see, a specialist to see what goes on with that now. When I landed, I actually landed on my whole right side. My knee dug in, my head went into the ground first, and I was wearing a helmet. I was wearing a bicycle helmet, and my head dug into the ground. It ripped the helmet off my head. I had road rash on top of my head, or grass rash, I guess you'd call it, on the top of my head. And then I had the handlebars turn into my side, and they caused me to have a cracked rib on my left side, because the way they turned and went into my ribs. And they also, when I landed on my right side, my ribs did hit the ground finally, and those hurt for quite a while, but the doctor doesn't believe that anything was done, like breaking or cracking or anything like that on those. It was just the left rib from the handlebar. One of the ribs he knows of that got cracked. He said it may be on a hairline crack in one of the others, but he didn't see that. So, but yeah, quite scary event, and that's why I haven't made another video since. Matter of fact, this is my, like I said, first ride since. A little sketchy, a little scary for me. I do have mirrors on my bike now, and I've even thought about investing into one of those electric rear view cameras. Has anybody got one? If anybody has one and they went from mirrors to that, what do you think? Was it worth the move to those? Did it make things better? I mean, can you see more clearly? Or are mirrors sufficient enough? I can see in them. I don't know if a camera that was in front of me might be better. So I got to weigh that all out and decide what I'm going to do. Like I said, I do have mirrors for the moment. But yeah, it was a kind of traumatic, I guess. The police were called. Ambulance came out and got me. My wife showed up at the scene because I called her laying on the ground. I couldn't move hardly. And she didn't want me getting back on the bike. But I can't give up. But yeah, the police were called. They checked houses. There was 3 houses that they figured would, if anybody had any cameras, would have caught it. But unfortunately, none of them had a Ring doorbell or any other kind of camera on them. So this person got away scot-free. When I wrecked, I turned and looked, and I saw the fact that it looked like a Toyota Corolla type car or something like that. But I'm not real familiar with all them cars, so it could have been something else. And I gave the best description I could because I looked up to see it. When I hit the ground, the first thing I thought is look. And my little camera I had went flying. So we had to pick up all that stuff later on. I forgot all about it because I was out of it, obviously. And yeah, so my message basically is to all of you, please be safe. I mean, we're all a e-bike community ourselves that, I think we should look out for each other. The cars aren't obviously looking out for us all the time. So stay safe out there. I mean, this in the game never is, but it just changed me a little bit on it. I guess I probably took things too easy too. I didn't pay attention enough, but now I will. But yeah, let me know on the camera things. Is anybody had the rear view camera, and is it, like I said, is it worth the money, or simply stay with mirrors? Would that be better? But I hope everybody else is staying safe out there. And I got this bad boy out riding this morning finally. It feels good to be back on it. And I may be getting a foldable bike here soon to go with it. I'm not real sure yet. Something that I can get on and off of a little easier since I have hurt myself and I'm still feeling it. I don't know how long this is going to last, but as far as the feeling of pain and all. So, something else I always wanted to know, and on this DJ Bikes e-bike, we have this King meter, and it's not a lot of information on it. I mean, it's like the time, your mileage, your total mileage overall, your speed, and I can hit other screens and make it do stuff, but there's nothing about voltage or anything on there. I'd like to know some of that information, and I see some of these bikes have these incredible displays that have so much information on them. And if you've had one of these type of King meters or something similar, did you find it better to switch over to a newer, more sophisticated, I guess you'd say, computer? I'm looking for something different. I think I just need to know more information, like the voltage and all. I'd like to be able to keep up with my battery better, and So if you've switched, if you could just tell me what you've switched to, if you are happy that you did the switch, or if it just wasn't worth it, and how much do they run? I mean, I look at these computers on Amazon and all these e-bike computers, and I see them, and I've seen them $50, $75, $100, $150. I mean, was it worth it? Oh wow, pedaling with this knee feels great, huh? But I'm gonna use the throttle a little bit more. But yeah, leave me some feedback. Let me know about that. That and the rear view mirror, two things that are really something I want to look into on the, for this bike. So yeah, that's just some things that are on my mind right now. Trying to get back into this habit of making some videos. I want to have some better content here soon. Like, still want to go to the James River and do some bike riding up there. They got some trails and all that I haven't been on before up there. Some extended trails, so give me a little bit more scenery and get me out of the neighborhoods. Definitely wouldn't have to worry about a car on there. So, but that's all for today. I just wanted to put people in that had seen my content, as to why I haven't been back on. And I've had some support from a couple creators that I do appreciate too, and they know who they are.